You know, I probably shouldn't be surprised that Puck is the icon on the memory card for the Berserk PS2 game, but on some level, I still kind of am. This is oddly perfect and oddly fitting, but also some sort of weird-ass decision like, huh, okay. Anyway, what's up guys, Bob here. Welcome to something that, oh my god, this is, wow. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. This is really cool. So this is, well, first of all, I think we should clarify a thing. What the hell are we looking at right now? For all of you people below the age of 20 in the audience, there's a fair chance you might not know what this is. Well, of course, let me pull my mouse up really fast. Yeah, this might give it away a little bit. Yeah, this is the old school PlayStation 2 quote-unquote XMB menu, although back then I think it was just called a boot up menu. I don't think it really had a name besides browser. So it's been a long time since I recorded a PS2 game, and that's because this isn't really a PS2 game. So a little surprise for my subscribers that might not be have seen this yet. First of all, boom, emulation. I finally got this work up running. Hell yeah, that means that Infinite World is going to be done on emulator. So in terms of, well, boy, this is a hell of a Berserk thing to talk about, isn't it? So this is the Let's Play of, how the hell do I even say this name? Let me check the wiki over here. Berserk Millennium Falcon Chapter, The Holy Demon War Chronicles. That is the actual name. There's no shorthand for it, unless you want to go Berserk Millennium Falcon. That hence Saima Senki no Show. That's the actual Japanese name. I'm not fucking around. That's actually the name of it. I'll try to find some sort of shorter name to call this in video titles, so I'm not eating up my entire word count per video. Anyway, so yeah, hey guys, what's up? So yeah, this is the Let's Play of the Berserk PS2 game. A really odd game to talk about, considering the fact that this game never came out to the States. So you might be curious, why the hell am I doing a game that never came out to the States? Well, thanks to a certain someone, I think his username was Wesker90 or something like that. He was cool enough, with a lot of the help of a lot of bug testers. He actually managed to create an entire English patch for the PS2 Berserk game. And it's weird how well it works actually. Like, besides some technical issues, it works pretty seamlessly. There's, I mean, everything that needs to be translated is translated. There's very few, like, remnant Japanese characters in the patch at all. So that is really goddamn cool. So, yeah, I managed to get it up and running. I was originally going to try to run this on hardware, but that requires jumping through a lot of hoops. And oh god, I didn't have the time or the money or the dedication to do that. So I'm like, you know what? Let's use this as an opportunity to get ahead and try this on emulator. Screw it. Now, I wanted to highlight a couple things to you guys, actually. First, let me go back to the main menu. So, the game's got some bugs to it, unfortunately. Namely, the fact that the subtitles are notorious for not working on the cutscenes. There's a lot of issues with the game, actually. This is my general setup right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and set this back to no interlacing. And this is what happens when you do that. Yeah, that jitter is not something you're imagining. Although, oh yeah, no, that's showing up in the capture. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Boy. I'm so jealous of people who are too young to have to deal with interlacing back in the day, because oh my god, it is the worst thing. So, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off for the intro because it becomes really noticeable after a little bit. Go ahead and set this back. If anyone can feed me like better information as to how to optimize the Berserk PS2 games, this has been an ongoing issue for the community for like 5 to 7 years. I'm not kidding about that. By all means, tell me, and I'll try to implement it. Although I imagine by the time this is published, I'll have long since recorded the game, and we'll be moving on to Berserk Muso, aka, you know, Berserk and the Man Hawk. Alright, let's go ahead and start this up. This will be fun. Also, one of the great things about doing this on emulator is I don't have to cut recording going from the main menu to the game. Oh god, I love this so much. Oh, I am so spoiled because of that. Anyway, yeah, no, English patch. Works pretty goddamn well, actually. Also, I'm going to be shutting up for a cutscene coming up. Actually, I think about it. There is a thing I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm quickly pausing recording to turn off the interlace because there's a cutscene here that is really good looking. I'd rather not have blur on it. Yeah, most things are Japanese. I don't know what the hell that means. I think it's a PEGI warning. But yeah, no, this game is extremely violent. if you're familiar at all with Berserk, and if you watch my Let's Play of the Berserk Dreamcast game, you probably already have a rough idea of what you're in for. If not, oh boy, brace yourself. It's going to be fun. Let me turn on the volume a little bit. Yep, there's the patch created by Wesker90. Thanks to that guy. He didn't have to do that, but he did a really good job, and it's a really big convenience for anyone who wanted to enjoy this game. Anyway, cutscene? Yeah. Mother of fuck, that intro was amazing. I don't know who edited that or why they decided to put that much effort into an intro video, but they didn't have to do that. That was so fucking cool. Alright, so for any eagle-eyed viewers who might be familiar with the story, yes, this story does cover the majority events of the... how would I describe it? Before he gets the Berserker Armor and right after the Tower of Conviction, which I think is just called the Conviction Arc, if I remember that correctly. Roughly to that extent. Also, man, I wish I could show us off, but, do I now? Yeah, maybe a bit later. So, yeah. Now, first of all, today we're gonna be doing this on a new game, on a sort of new game plus save file. Reason being is because the game is still fairly challenging. The game doesn't really have, like, the upgrades you get don't really boost your overall stats, quote unquote. It just makes things like more consistent, like lower recharge times and general quality of life stuff. Plus, I don't have everything maxed out anyway, so you know, fun stuff. I've tested this a little bit. There's still some blanks I have on how this game fully plays because, man, fucking Berserk PS2 has a lot of love put into it. Like, holy crap, dude. I was thinking I was gonna be having to take a lot longer to do this, but I'm kind of just winging a little bit of it. Anyway, the game crashed. Why did the game just crash? What the hell? That's a new one. Yeah, PCSX2 just gone. I've never seen that before. Give me a moment.
Nothing less from the commander of the Hawks Raiders. You're God damn it! Let's hear it for Captain Guts!
You did a good job.
Thanks, Captain Guts.
If I got a little carried away
I know
out
you
there,
did.
I apologize.
Okay, that was a bit weird. I've never seen the game hard crash like that before. I've actually never seen PCSX2 crash like that in general. That was really bizarre and kind of spooky. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. Oh, right, I guess while we're going through these intro titles as well, I want to say also, before I forget it, because this is very important to mention, this game is somehow the actual direct continuation to the Dreamcast game. I was legit not expecting that when I was firing up this Let's Play series. I was like, alright, I'm going to do the Dreamcast game, and then the PS2 game, and then Berserk Muso on PS4. I did not expect this is the actual direct sequel to the Dreamcast game. It's by, I think, a different publisher, being, you know, Sammy, whatever the fuck that is. It is made by Yuke still, so as a result, a lot of gameplay mechanics carry over. It's actually pretty cool. Alright, I should probably mention also, there was a quick, little pause in time in the intro. What I'm doing is... Okay, hold up. I need to illustrate this because this is bullshit. So I mentioned the game's a little bit buggy. So if you press the F9, you can switch from rendering on hardware to rendering on software. It makes everything a little bit more soft. It lowers, you know, from up here, it goes from 640, 448 to 1920, 1344. The reason for that is because the subtitles do not play well with the upscaling. I can't tell if it's like a rendering thing, if the subtitles are layered on like a different layer if the subtitles are rendered on a different layer from the cutscene, but like it just doesn't interact. So you can't really upscale this game during cutscenes, and it really bothers me, which is a damn shame because they render just fine. Sorry, let me put this back to full screen. That's not even it. Oh wait, am I about to crash the game again? Okay, no, good. It crashed last time going from options to the main menu. But no, if you go to Prize Box and you boot the movies up, it loads perfectly well. I don't get it. Again, if there's anyone out there who's really good at coding and knows how, like, the intricacies, we got a black box on the bottom, that's normal for some reason. By all means, tell me. I do not understand it. So let's go ahead and start this up. There is a lot to cover. This game is really cool. If you want, don't feel bad about emulating this game. First of all, yes, I do own the game. Actually, you know what? Hang on, I have my fucking webcam. Webcam? Hi, yeah, it's me. I'm using my webcam for this OBS, but yeah, I do have this game physically. It's not hard to obtain. It's relatively cheap. I think my friend Conrad got this in Japan for like 20 bucks or like a few yen. It's really not that expensive. Also, Sammy and Yuke don't see money anyway, so you can go ahead and pirate this. It's no big fucking deal. Alright, so like I said before, New Game Plus. You don't start the game with all your allies. You start with your power-ups, but the more important thing is that you can actually see the cutscenes again. I was thinking about just doing this raw New Game, but frankly, the quality of life changes from doing New Game Plus are too substantial. I'm like, yeah, no, we're just doing this as is. So, File 1. Now, if you do a little minigame called 100 Animal Slaughter, I think it's actually 200 animals if you want to be accurate, because it throws that many at you, you can get different swords. For example, I have Guts' sword from being the raid commander of the Hawks. Or just using Dragon Slayer. 1, because story, faithfulness, and 2, there's not really substantial difference between, besides like, I was about to say causality. No, cosmetics. Yes, Guts is a big sword, or a freaking guitar you can get later in the game that, like, I don't know, surely it'll mess with the causality of the world and fuck up the idea of evil's plans. I don't know. Alright, enough fucking around, let's just get into it. Excuse me. I'll get more to my recording step as we go forward. But yeah, so let's just ignore that for right now and just go with the story. I wonder who these guys are. I've never seen them before in my life. So yeah, this is a nice little cutscene that opens the game. The Guts is just straight up having a dream, and then blood, because everyone here got sacrificed. Or anyone who was brought on, you know, so on. So this game also does some weird-ass compression of the timeline. It is simultaneously a really good telling of, like, the events of Season 2 of the anime, but, you know, 13 years before the anime started, of course. But it's also, like, a little... It compresses some events so that it tells a more, like, stable timeline. Also, can I just say, I really don't like the skulls in the sky for the Eclipse. I always thought it looks better with the straight up purple sky from the movies. I don't know. Maybe I'm not the hardcore Berserk purist that you need to be to appreciate like everything from the 90s. And there we go. Yep, so my playthrough is immediately demonetized. Not gonna see a single cent from this. Also, this is I wouldn't be surprised if the Eclipse cutscene is actually the reason why this game never saw a Western release, because the game's so well constructed. Like, I guarantee you, if this did come out to the West, it would have seen it. Oh yeah, by the way, they kind of condensed Griffith's revival and the events of the Eclipse into one. So like, instead of Griffith becoming Femto, he gets revived as human Griffith. It's like his body's just being like resuscitated. It's kind of weird. And here we are during the winter after the conviction arc. And Casca is still retarded. Or I guess potato. Whichever one you want to use. I try not to use the word retarded because it's it's got a big bad stigma. But it is a more apt way to put it. Oh yeah, by the way, this is also, so we didn't talk about this in the Dreamcast game, but this is actually the, wow, that scar's got hurt. This is actually the original Japanese voice actor for Guts from the 97 anime. They kept him over from the originals. I think he also voiced, of course, you know, the guy, the Guts from the Dreamcast game in subs. I want to know. I played that game in dubs with weird-ass Drew Pickles as fucking Guts. That was great. I'll never tire of that. So, where do I talk about stuff? Well, here we have the basic tutorial for the game. Is it actually in 16:9? Wow, it looks so different than it usually does. I think this actually is rendering 16:9. Sorry, I'm marveling at this because I think it might have just been rendering the game like 4:3 stretch before, but no, this actually looks pretty good now. Weird. I wonder why it's doing that all of a sudden. Interesting. So, this is a basic tutorial for the game. Okay, I can't deal with this. I'm gonna lower the volume a bit. Hang on, boys. That's one thing I'm still trying to get used to with these PC recordings. Having a monitor this close to my face without having it, you know, like big head up on the mic. So, Puck, you're so considerate. Oh my god, this little shit. On the one hand, Puck gives me all the gay feels, but on the other hand, Jesus Christ, kid, stop talking, please. So, the tutorial is actually fairly in-depth and tells you about 70% of the things you need for the game. You'll have rock solid basics of the game. I'll be telling you things as we go forward. I'm going to try to fill you in on as much as I can. I'm also going to link to a really reliable guide for the game down in the description below, so you can go check that out. It's a little bit dated, but it's really accurate, so no big deal. Yes, I am very sure. Also, yeah, you can probably begin to see where the translation is a little bit buggy with the emulation and or like how the ISO of the game is, because you know, yes and no, it kind of cropped. Are you sure that's not because of my editing? Like, hang on, let me pull the full screen again. Yeah, it just kind of looks like that. I'm not shitting you. It's just it be like that sometimes. Anyway, back to Berserk. So, I am definitely certain of my choice right now. I will fill you in on all the details later. Plus, the tutorial takes like half an hour. We don't need that. I'm gonna just fill you in as we go forward. So, excuse me. Yeah, I hope my oh wow, we're jumping right to the snowman? Okay, sure. Alright then. Okay, now what I'm concerned, is that a Spriggan off of it? What the hell does Spriggans doing here? Alright, well I can do this. This is not a hard boss fight. I'd rather show actual combat before the boss fight, but that's just me personally. Oh boy. So before we go any further, I want to say, a bunch of people back in the 2000s had this weird thing about saying Gatsu and not guts. That's the wrong pronunciation. I'm sorry. It is straight up guts, not Gatsu. So, I mean, this game's gonna call it that. The guy I linked down below calls him that. I don't like it because it's not how it's supposed to be. That's just me anyway. So let's just go ahead and rock on. So the snowman here, if you're supposed to do the tutorial first, so go ahead and do that first if you want to. Well, I'm actually slower than usual. Hold guard. Okay. Actually, all things considered, I might be able to just. Okay, I do still have my power ups. Got it. Oh, I didn't even know you could hit these things with your triangle attacks. I will be doing my best to explain things more going forward, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now. So, you know, I didn't want to hit the snowman's hand. Damn it. Well, let's have some fun. This is Berserk mode. Yes, I'm doing this much damage. This is not like a thing exclusive to, you know, power-ups I have access to right now. There we go. No, really, you'll just make mincemeat of this fucking thing in no time. Alright. Is it dead? No, but very close. And full guard. You can counter it. Damn it, that's cool. Okay, so I have had like no chance to explain the comment whatsoever yet. Well, that was a level, I guess. Wait, is it gonna? Oh, I wonder if the cheat code's turned off. I might need a moment to go turn it back on. Oh no, it's done. It's doing it. Okay. But yeah, if you watch the it wasn't the anime. If you read the manga, you'll actually see the snowmen who are fighting in the actual manga itself. Between Farnese trying to catch up with Guts. And oh right. The Puck's describing Elfhound before we even get to Zod. By the way, we have not gone to Zod yet. But the Hill of Swords doesn't take place until after he already has Casca following him. It's really bizarre. Okay, so it's weird that we're kind of compressing so many events right now. Makes you wonder what the hell he was doing for 2 years then, if Griffith was already in the same world as him. Kinda weird, but okay.